Socrates, the mysterious philosopher, remains a puzzle. Despite being sentenced to death in 399 BC and having no written works of his own, he heavily relied on the writings of his student, the influential philosopher Plato. One of Socrates' most notable contributions is his unique conversational style called the Socratic Method. Unlike traditional teaching, where the teacher imparts knowledge to the student, Socratic questioning involves both participants actively pushing the conversation forward to uncover truths. You might be wondering, what does a method of inquiry form from almost 3 centuries ago have to do with our modern world? Make sure to stick around until the end of this video to uncover the answer. A lot of us don't realize that questioning is actually a skill. But the thing is, whether it's an education or therapy, asking unclear or pointless questions ends up being a waste of time and doesn't give us any helpful information. Socrates' method of questioning and critical thinking left a significant impact on subsequent philosophical and educational traditions. It continues to be studied and employed as an effective tool for fostering intellectual growth, stimulating critical thinking, and encouraging self-reflection. The Socratic method gets its name from the way the ancient Greek philosopher, of course, Socrates, used to have conversations. Plato, the one who wrote about their discussions between 399 BCE and 347 BCE. Interestingly, Socrates compared his method to the practice of midwifery, which his mother did for a living. In one of Plato's dialogue called Theaetetus, Socrates talks about this comparison. Socrates viewed the process of asking a sequence of questions as a means of bringing forth or giving birth to the truth. This concept is linked to the term maieutic, which refers to something that resembles or is connected to the Socratic method of extracting fresh ideas from someone else. The term maieutic derives from a Greek word associated with midwifery, the practice of assisting in childbirth. This analogy suggests that Socrates saw himself as a philosophical midwife, helping others deliver their ideas and uncover deeper truths through the process of questioning. Socrates had a totally different approach compared to the traditional teachers of ancient Athens known as the sophists. These sophists were all about impressing people with their fancy presentations and persuasive skills, trying to get everyone to see things their way. But not Socrates. He used deep thinking, gaining fame for going against the grain. In Plato's series, Socrates would have all sorts of intense conversations with influential individuals in Athens. They'd have discussions about justice, beauty, and how to live a good life. Here's how it usually went down. Socrates would start a conversation with someone who had a strong and seemingly obvious opinion on a topic. But then, he'd start bombarding them with questions, twisting the words and uncovering their faulty assumptions. By the end of it, he would prove their initial statement to be completely off the mark. While a significant number of Plato's dialogues conclude with Socrates dismantling the viewpoints of others, there is skepticism about whether Socrates himself truly embodies an effective model of the Socratic method as we presently comprehend it. But the appearance of cooperative dialogue is maintained. The conversations predominantly revolved around Socrates destructing the perspectives put forth by his interlocutors. What did Socrates hope to achieve with that method? Obviously, Socrates used his questioning to shake people out of their preconceived ideas and assumptions. He made it his mission to show that nobody really knows anything. Death of Socrates. Socrates' ability to use reason and logic to win arguments, which is highly entertaining and thought-provoking for us today, made many important people in ancient Athens very annoyed. As a result, Socrates was sentenced to death for influencing the minds of young people. However, he didn't stop there. Right until the end, he continued to irritate his accusers by delivering a remarkable speech about piety and death, leaving them amazed. Renowned philosopher Bertrand Russell once expressed that in philosophy, the initial challenge lies in recognizing the difficulty of a problem. The Socratic method, with its curious and probing nature, proves to be especially effective in such situations. It helps uncover concealed intricacies and complexities within subjects that might seem apparent or straightforward at first glance. such as the question of whether the world we perceive is truly real. Key elements of the Socratic Method. Number 1. Challenging assumptions. For example, instead of accepting a commonly held belief without a question, the Socratic Method encourages individuals to critically examine its validity and explore alternative perspectives. Number 2. Fostering dialogue. The Socratic Method is often associated with the concept of enlightening, which refers to the systematic examination of ideas through a series of probing questions. By engaging in this collaborative process, participants can deepen their understanding and discover new insights. For instance, in a classroom setting, the Socratic Method encourages students to actively participate in discussions rather than passively receiving information. Number 3. Probing deeper. The Socratic Method aims to uncover the underlying principles and concepts behind a particular topic. It prompts individuals to go beyond surface-level answers and explore the reasoning behind their beliefs. This approach encourages intellectual curiosity and encourages individuals to seek a deeper understanding of complex issues. Number 4. Cultivating critical thinking. This nurtures critical thinking skills by requiring individuals to analyze and evaluate ideas, arguments, and evidence. Through thoughtful questioning and examination, individuals learn to identify logical fallacies, assess the validity of claims, and consider different perspectives. Number 5. Developing self-awareness. Engaging in the Socratic Method cultivates self-awareness in learners. This self-reflective aspect of the method promotes personal growth, intellectual humility, and an openness to revising one's own beliefs in light of new evidence or insights. Aside from the classroom setting, how can we use the Socratic Method in our daily lives today? The Socratic Method is widely used in various fields. Here are some. Number 1. Coaching and counseling. Imagine a scenario where a doctor fails to ask important details about a patient before prescribing medication. This oversight could result in the patient receiving the wrong treatment. This situation highlights the significance of the Socratic Method. By using this approach, the doctor would engage in thorough questioning and critical thinking, ensuring they gather all relevant information to make an accurate diagnosis and provide appropriate care. Number 2. Supreme Court Justice. Supreme Court Justice often use the Socratic Method during court discussions. They ask attorneys questions to dig deeper into legal matters. By having a conversation, they can better understand the arguments, challenge them, and explore the potential outcomes. This helps a justice make informed decisions based on justice and the Constitution. Number 3. Leadership and management. When it comes to leaders and managers, the Socratic Method is highly beneficial, as it promotes innovative problem-solving, effective decision-making, and fruitful team discussions. From making open-ended questions and encouraging critical thinking, leaders can inspire their team members to come up with creative solutions and think outside the box. This method helps break away from traditional approaches and cultivates a culture of innovation within the organization. Additionally, this approach fosters productive team discussions by creating an inclusive and collaborative environment. Leaders who employ the Socratic Method actively listen to their team members' perspectives and encourage the exchange of diverse ideas. In conclusion, the Socratic Method remains crucial in our lives even after thousands of years. It gives us a timeless way to explore ideas, think critically, and grow personally. In a world that's changing fast and filled with complex problems and different viewpoints, the Socratic Method offers a valuable framework. This approach helps us navigate the complexity of our lives with more wisdom, clarity, and understanding. We have access to so much information, we have Google for everything, and with the massive growth of AI tools for any task, it's important to be able to think critically and evaluate ideas for ourselves. Now that you've learned about Socratic Method, questioning, and critical thinking, we would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Feel free to leave your comments below and let us know what amazed you the most. If you like this video, show us some love with a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, discover ancient civilizations, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We've got more awesome stuff coming your way. Trust me, there's always more to learn and more incredible stories to discover. We'll catch up with you soon.